You're not going to believe what happened to home showings this week, so watch the rest of this video and find out. All right, so welcome to the real estate market update for the St. Louis area for April 12th through April 18th. First, as you know, we're going to talk about new listings. So we, again, fourth week in a row, actually I think fifth week in a row, we've had an increase. So last week we had 551 new listings added to the market, which is an increase over the previous week of 468. And you can see all that information right here. Next, we're going to talk about average list price of new listings. So last week we did continue the trend in a downward motion, although it did flatten out quite a bit. So I'm hoping that we're going to stay kind of in that level and we'll see how things progress. Our next stat I get a lot more excited about, which is our new under contract listings. So what you're looking at is another increase, fourth week, actually I think fifth week in a row. We were up to 784 homes under contract last week, which is up beyond 702 from the week prior. So those are all great signs if you're a seller, maybe not quite so much if you're a buyer. Our average list price to sale price ratio is, although the graph doesn't look quite like it, it is still a little bit flat, though we are up almost a percentage point to 99.10% of list price to sale price ratio. So that's really good. Now for the really interesting news. Last week we talked about the showing stats, and we noticed that we had a major drop right when COVID really began, and we flattened out over the course of about a week and a half, a week or 2 weeks. What happened this past week is we saw a dramatic increase, as you can see. That's a pretty sharp difference for a couple of reasons. One, because it bucks the trend that we've had, and also if you look at the 2019 line, the darker line, it took a negative dive during this week of last year. So we're definitely pulling those two stats closer together. Those are all really good signs for home sellers. It's probably going to work its way out to be a good sign to show the confidence in the market. But again, try not to read too much into it yet. That's only a week's worth of data. We'll see how things go from here. We know as the weather gets better, people are going to get more excited to get out and see homes. But let's definitely watch that stat. That's going to be an interesting one to play out. If you guys have got more questions about the home market in the St. Louis area, please let me know. Shoot me a private message, give me a call, give me a text, whatever you want. We're glad to help you out.